Jurassic Park was a movie that came out in 1993. It was well known for its computer-generated dinosaurs. A lot of video games were released after the movie. Jurassic Park for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Today we're going to find out which one is better. So get ready, it's about to go down. Just look at Super Nintendo's graphics. They look great. The graphics are in two perspectives. You got the overhead view, and then you got the first-person view, which was really big for Super Nintendo at the time, to have a first-person view. The dinosaurs look good too. Sega's graphics look good. They resemble levels right out of the movie. Sega's got dinosaurs. They look great using stop motion photography. Sega has a good variety of levels too. Unlike Super Nintendo, where a lot of the stuff just looks the same. Sega's graphics look good, but they're a little choppy at times. With the stop motion photography and the different levels that resemble the movie more, best graphics goes to Sega Genesis. Sega's title screen looks awesome. You get doors opening up, some lightning going on in the background, and Sega has two different intros, one for when you play the game as Grant, and the other one for when you play as the Raptor. This is Grant's intro. This is the Raptor's intro. And then you get cutscenes before every level, explaining each character's story. Super Nintendo's title screen looks okay. So I pushed start, and all I got was,
"Welcome to Jurassic Park."
Super Nintendo doesn't even have an intro. It has no intro whatsoever. It goes straight to gameplay. And there ain't no cutscenes before every level explaining Grant's character, because there really ain't no levels in Super Nintendo. It's all this open world gameplay, and then you got your first person gameplay. And that's it, that's all it is. This was an easy one. So with Sega's crazy 2 intros, and Super Nintendo's no intros, best presentation goes to Sega Genesis. Sega's music makes you feel like you're in the jungle. Super Nintendo's music makes you feel like you're in the jungle too. Super Nintendo has some good quality. Sega, I'm not so sure about. Nintendo's music's intense, making you feel like anything could kill you at any minute. Sega's got that intense music too. Sega does have a dinosaur that says Sega. So this is my decision. I do believe that Super Nintendo has better quality sounding music. Even though Sega has a dinosaur that says Sega, I'm still gonna give music to Super Nintendo. Nintendo's gameplay is great. It's like having two games in one. You got the open world where you walk around killing dinosaurs with different kinds of weapons, trying to find eggs. Then you got the first person view where you go around killing dinosaurs with different weapons, looking for clues to try to help you get off the island. Sega's gameplay is basically the same, only it's a side-scroller. This game is like two games in one. You play as Grant, killing dinosaurs with different weapons, trying to make your way off the island. Then you play as the Raptor. It's like having two games in one. You make your way through the game, killing guys like a dinosaur, trying to escape from Grant. He's trying to catch you. The open world controls, they're nice and smooth. I like them. Got no complaints. The first person controls are a little choppy, but this is when first person view was new, so it's acceptable. The controls on Sega are real sloppy. It's real hard when you jump because you never know where you're gonna land. Nintendo's only downfall is that there's no save or password feature. So that means you gotta sit through this whole game in one sitting if you want to beat it. You can't shut it off and then turn it back on and put a password in and play on the level you left off on. You gotta do it all in one shot. One good thing about Sega is it has a password option, something Super Nintendo didn't have. So you can take a break from the game, shut it off, turn it back on a couple hours later, put a password in, and continue your game where you left off. Now I think Super Nintendo's gameplay is better, but just because of the fact there's no save or password feature, and there's no maps in the first person view, so that makes it real confusing. It's hard to tell where you're going. So with that being said, best gameplay is gonna go to Sega Genesis.